Austeris here about thoughts about Cyberpunk 2077 version 2.0 and the DLC The Phantom Liberty. I did play the game, so first of all I did play the game on the release date, and compared to that game, the 2.0 version is so much more, you know. The world is truly feeling alive, you know. You live in the game, the world just living its own life without you. It just feeling pleasant to work, to talk, to just explore. I was having having some worries when the developers, before releasing DLC, they say that they increase system requirements for all systems. Because back in the days when I played the game on the release date, to be honest, there was some rough moments. There was a lot of bugs to begin with. The game was lagging at some points here and there. I feel like my system always under the pressure, and I was worried about this gonna be even worse. However, on the contrary, I was very surprised by how smoothly the game was running on my old RTX 2060. There were some moments that the FPS dropped a few frames. The FPS dropped a few frames, but only was noticeable because I actually was running FPS counter from stream. It wasn't impacting my combat or anything. I haven't saw any plenitude of bugs in the game. There were a couple of bugs, admittedly. A couple of times the enemy stuck in some terrain for me, and there was the bug at the beginning of the game when I couldn't drive a car because Jackie didn't move from his sitting position, didn't enter the car, but it was fixed by reloading the game. So that's all. No game breaking bugs, no bugs that impeded your progress, nothing. Done all the quests. Feeling so good, the performance looking good. We were playing for samurai build, a katana build. This is they did improvement in builds as well. In the specific sword build that you can now parry bullets and deflect them towards the enemies. So that was feeling pretty cool. You can deal with some flying enemies like drones in parade mission. There was a lot of rework. There was a lot of rework of the systems done. All right, all the builds feeling actually like actual builds compared to how it was at the beginning of the on the release date when we slam some points to whatever you want. The only one thing I kind of find frustrating is they remove all the stats from items from your gear, right? So this one, those not having like no stats. Like they have like some armor, some melee resistances, but not a big stats like it was before. But all the gear, all the variables are still there, and you see some red item. Maybe some iconic, you're rushing, thinking some cool weapon, but apparently it's just some cosmetic items, right? All of those variables is cosmetic. Much of your armor is coming from your cyberware, like those peripherals over here, chitin and stuff like this. This is where your armor coming for. So that was frustrating to get in so much cosmetic items. And they actually weigh in like 3 kilograms, and I need to go and put them back into my storage, into my stash over and over again. That's one thing I have like slightly bit complained to. About the DLC, a few words about DLC. The DLC itself, it brought a new skill system. Basically, new system vulnerability analysis, new mechanic, right? So the enemies have vulnerable spots now. Hitting those vulnerable spots have 100% crit chance, and if I do enough damage that will cause an airy MP blast with 3 meters. They also buff a couple of specific builds like Mantis Blades, Gorilla Arms, projectile launcher systems, monowire that also got buffed. There is some specific buff for optical camouflage for a stealth mission. That's all that the new system with the DLC brought. The DLC also had fantastic story which I enjoyed so much, and it has everything. It has politics, it has intrigue, and has very controversial ending, you know, same as main game, however. I would say so in style of main game. However, also the DLC brought those think about decision actually matter, right? There's a couple of gigs in the DLC, right? The normal gigs in the main game was plain straight. You go on a job, you done the job, 5 minutes, you in, you out, and that's about all. In the DLC gigs, you have actually choices to make, and the choices will have consequences. Either you get some additional loot, or you get to talk with those characters you help on a mission, so they have some consequences, as well as the mission as well, right? The main mission in DLC had also its 2 choices to make from, and we didn't have like any, so I choose Arasaka ending right now for the main game, and they didn't have like the DLC didn't have any influence on Arasaka ending. However, we're gonna check another ending and see if there is any influence of a DLC on that particular ending. So far, this is the one game this year and the previous year that I actually can rate 10 out of 10. I've enjoyed it so much. We spent how many times for this? 92 hours and a half for this playthrough. We done every quest in main game, every quest in the DLC. It's absolutely worth playing, and it's also with this new reworks of how the builds how all of this builds works. There's so many builds to try for me. There's so many builds to try, and the main build I want to try a stealth build, intelligent build, a net runner build, and it will be quite different. I feel it will be a quite different feeling that the build we currently played will be have a different perspective. It will have a different perspective on the game. Definitely play it. We'll play it one more time at some point in the future. So 10 out of 10. Really did enjoy the game. Thank you everyone for being here with me, for watching, for going through this story, emotional story as well. Really appreciate it, guys. And if you're watching it on YouTube, I will also appreciate if you put some comments, or actually press that follow button. We're trying to reach 1,000 followers right now for monetization thing. Really appreciate it if you do that.